And that moment really, I guess really felt very small and useless. I can really understand why people in the past worship the nature so much. Because when you are in that kind of situation, there is really nothing you can do to save yourself. You are that tiny. You are at the mercy of the elements. And yeah, so I was at this stage and I felt, of course I felt tired, but the worst thing was I kept thinking to myself, I cannot stop, I'm so not in control of the situation. The only thing I could do is to continue walking, and I felt that was like life. You are so not in control a lot of times. The only thing you can control is your decisions. But anyway, yeah, so I continue walking alone in the dark. It was very daunting. And the steps are like stolen steps. It was raining. It was dark. So I was like, when we came down the next day, we were like, oh, how did we manage to climb out the night before? It's steep, somewhat steep. And it was in the dark. So it was like, it was kind of an accomplishment that we actually managed to reach Labanrata, which is the midpoint. I was alone. I was fainted alone because, people in front are too fast, behind are too slow. And it was, I don't know, like thinking back, I thought I was really brave. I thought all of us was really brave and courageous. Not courageous, okay. Like, when you finish something like that for someone like me who's not very athletic, I felt it was a very big accomplishment, even though we didn't make it to the summit. I didn't make it to the summit because we decided that, firstly because we reached our lodge too late. We reached around 7:30. Some of us reached at 8, and after having our meals and everything, it was 9. We didn't have enough sleep. Our gears were wet, especially my gloves and my shoes. Walking in wet shoes is horrible. His gears were wet, and we were tired after 8 hours of walking. So, and then because we were all tired and fainted, and our gears were wet, we felt that it's better not to challenge the mountain, the summit, at such a situation, at such a condition, because it's not so good to risk your life. You can always challenge the mountain next time, but you only have one life. And yeah, I guess we felt really deterred. But even though now thinking back, I really regret not going up, because we were only like a few hundred meters away from the summit, and then like we went all the way up to 3,000 meters, but we gave up at the last 300 kilometers. I guess this is also a point to reflect on, and I guess that we also reflect our lives. Try to make it all the way to the end. Hold on. Oh yeah, when I was walking the 8 kilometers, I kept telling myself, one more step. That's what a friend told me. When you are walking and you're very tired, just keep telling yourself, one more step, just one more step. Yeah. And one thing I discovered, whenever I'm tired, I will smile. I'll like, tired, and smile. Yes, one more step. I think smiling, the expression really gives you power, and energy. It releases some antioxidants or something in your body that gives you wings to fly. And so yeah, for the trekking, I guess the highlight of it was the last kilometers with the rain, the dark, and being alone. The funny part was, everything you see is rocks. Yeah, and the blah thing is, about the last kilometer was you climb and climb, and you're like, look up, oh my god, it's the same scenery, still stones and mud, and you climb, and then you stop, look up, it's still the same. I don't know, sometimes I think you have to reflect life. You keep going back in circles, but one day maybe you will reach the end if you try hard enough. Yeah. That's all. Bye bye. It's me again. Okay. You can see that I changed my hairstyle because I took out my hair just now and wanted to go and bathe. But I just remembered one thing I wanted to blog about, and that was the lodge. Oh my god. Okay, like what happened was there is this lodge in the middle. I think it's called Labarata. I think they have other names, but anyway, yeah. So we took 8 hours to trek out to there to stay for the night. Then our lodging place is actually not in the main Labarata lodge, but at another smaller house, chalet or whatever. It starts with something P. Anyway, the thing is, so after having our meal, we went up in the dark to search for that house, and then we saw the signboard that points to there. So we went up there. Then halfway we were like, hey, this stuff doesn't look very correct. Then we turned one side and we see the signboard that says to the submit path. And we're like, are we going to the submit? What the F? Then I turned back, and then we go back, back to the Labarata, the restaurant lodge. Then we tried to find someone else to take us to our resting place. And the resting place is so out of the way, and no, it's not out of the way, but it's obscure. I'm like, usually a path that is like, usually there is a path that you walk like that, and on the side there's stones, there's rocks, there's trees, whatever, and the path that goes is like that. And that's the usual path we see, and then that's the usual path we will walk. So, but what happened is, the path that leads to our place, the P lodge, whatever, is actually like that, and turn in to 2 trees. It turns into the tree and rock, and it's like totally out of the trail. You can't tell that that's leading you anywhere. So it's like very obscure. One day, who's gonna find? Nobody will find nobody will find in the dark, and if they don't know. So we were quite pissed, honestly. We were so tired, and then this shit happened, and it was still raining. And then the best part is yet to come. Our P lodge is actually up on a smaller hill. After we went through the 2 trees with rocks, it's up on a smaller hill, and the hill is stone surface. There isn't much plantation or whatever, and there is no steps. So how do we go up? We go up by cables. There are actually like some cables stuck permanently onto the rock surface. So after 8 hours of trekking and in the rain, in the dark, we were trekking and pulling ourselves all the way up to our final resting point. How do I express myself? But if we were like, I guess, everyone is swearing. We're so goddamn tired already. Why can't there be stairs? Now we have to pull that cable thing, step on stones, and like pull ourselves out. What the hell? So it really felt like 一波未平，一波有平。How do you say that in English? It's like one comes after another. In the rain, in the dark. Okay, that's all. Bye. This is a birthday present. Just got this big, but I think my head is too big. Bye bye.